Unbelievable 50% of small business owners actually fail in the first 5 years of business. I want you to listen to that. 50% of small business owners fail in the first 5 years. Now, I took a look at event planning businesses out there, and looking back on my business journey, I want to share the 5 things that I wish I actually knew when I started my business. And this is the 2023 edition because guess what? Things have changed since the old days when I started my business, and I want to share some of the things that you should look out for if you are in your business right now wondering, what am I doing wrong? I'm not going to keep you waiting. I'm just going to jump right into it to get you started. So, the first thing that you want to do is you want to stop trying to be perfect. Perfection is a huge killer in your business. So, yes, I know you do want to have things streamlined. You do want to have things set up, right? You do want to have a nice looking website. You do want to be sending people their proposal and look to put together, right? You want to have your brand and stuff in place. But this doesn't need to be perfect for your business to get started, right? You don't need to have the perfect website to start. You just need to have a good streamlined process in place, right? A good website, your business name, nice photos, information on the service you provide, and how to hire you. You need to throw in some testimonials if you have it to show proof that you've worked with other people and how people can actually contact you. Those are the key things that need to be there. It does not need to be something that you spent 3 months doing yourself or that you spend $20,000 hiring a designer to do. The key thing when you're starting your business, you want to be able to show people what you're capable of, and most importantly, you want them to book you, right? So if those two things are connecting, perfection doesn't need to happen before it does, right? In fact, if your business is perfect at the time when you start, you've waited too late. I have yet to meet one person that said, you know what? The reason why my business is successful is because I'm perfect. No, you can make adjustment as you go. Start your business, do what you need to do to get it up and running, right? Now, you want to get it up and running properly, right? So you don't need to skip over things like a business name or getting your taxes in place. Those are kind of key and crucial, but you don't need the perfect logo to start. That's not important. Don't let perfection hold you back. You don't need the perfect business name, right? You don't need to be the marriage concierge of Toronto and come up with that within like 6 months of trying to be perfect. That's not what leads to business success. So focus on the things that will. Second thing that I wish that I knew, especially if I'm starting an event planning business in 2023, is prioritizing my marketing. Marketing is so important. By the way, my name is Jody Ann Rowe, and I work with event planners and other small business owners who are looking to bring more leads into their business. If you're struggling to find clients online, marketing is my jam. Don't hesitate to reach out to me, www.eventcertificate.com. Now, there is a reason why this is my zone of genius, is because I understand the importance of marketing. As someone that has started very many different business ventures in different industries, I understand what it means to market properly and effectively to bring you the right clients. Marketing is not something to be left to the end and the last, right? Because here's the thing. Marketing is what brings you clients, especially if you don't have a large networks that are sending you referrals. Marketing is what brings you potential clients, and potential clients are what leads to bookings, and bookings is your revenue. So guess what? Without marketing, your business is not going to be successful because you do need to bring in those clients. Now, how you market, the type of marketing, the strategy you use, well, that's where someone like myself comes in. So if you have questions, drop it down below or just go to my website and set up a time and we can chat. Now, the third thing that you want to look at is to actually sell what the market needs. Ooh, I cannot expand on this one enough because here's the thing. Yes, you have a brilliant idea for a business. You have a brilliant idea for the type of service. Maybe it's that you want to do proposal planning. Maybe you want to do kids' birthday party, right? Or maybe you're a photographer who wants to do wedding photography. Whatever that is, you do need to ensure that there's a market for what you're selling. Because you have a brilliant idea and because it's your passion doesn't necessarily mean that the market needs it. So you need to do the research, ensure that there's a demand for it. Look at the type of competitors that are out there. What are they offering? They're offering what they are for a reason. Are they still in business? Do they seem like they're successful? You need to look and evaluate all of that. Are people out there saying, oh man, I wish I could find someone to plan my kid's birthday party? then you have a market, right? You need to go where the demand is, because if you don't, then all you're going to have is you out here selling a service that no one wants and no one is buying. And what does that lead to? You closing your business eventually. And we don't want you there. We want you to be successful. You know what? All of these are good, but let me just tell you, number 4 is the one I love most of everything else. Yes, I know I said marketing, but number 4 is the result of all of that, is your business financial. So your financial health, your wealth, you need to focus on that. So what is your goal for your business? How do you plan to achieve that financial goal? How are you getting there? What are the numbers? How are you tracking it? Your financial health is so important, and I wish I knew this earlier in my business. I tell this story all the time of when I started my business and I had, just a one personal account and I had all the expenses and everything falling in. And then come tax time, I was like a crazy person trying to figure it all out and going crazy. And listen, Mr. Taxman does not have patience for me in trying to figure it out. They're willing to just slap me with a nice, lovely tax bill and tell me I should have figured it out on my own. I know it's my issue to deal with. But here's the thing. The financials for your business is very important. And that part, I mean, is actually just getting everything set up correctly. So from the beginning, get a business bank account. Separate your business from your personal. Look into how you can have your revenue and expenses go into a single account so you can track your profit. Because once you can see that profit, that's how you know when your business is being successful or not. And there you can do other things to impact that. You need to set financial goals for your business. How much money would you like to make this year? How much money would you like to make each month? How do you plan to get that? Now, I meet people who will throw out these big numbers. I want to make $100,000 because everybody wants to make 6 figures. That's wonderful. How many events do you have to plan to get 6 figures? How much money do you have to charge for each event for that to add up to 6 figures? What does that look like for your time? Do you actually have the time, if you're working a full-time job, running your business part-time, to be able to work enough events and charge enough to make that 6 figure number? At the end of the day, if that's what you're making for those 6 figures and what you're charging, are you profitable? Are you making enough money? You need to track all of that. That's important for your business success and for ultimately your sustainability. Because guess what? You need money to run your business. You need money to support your bills and expenses. So this is a very important piece. It is not something that you should be thinking about after the fact. You need to plan ahead for it. Number 5. And this is one I really, really wanted to drop in this video at the beginning of the year, because of this time of the year, everyone is always talking about, their goals and priorities for the new year. So here's the thing. One of the mistakes that I find that I made when I started my business, and something that a lot of people will make, is not setting goals in their business. So what are your goals for the business? And you need to break your goals out in financial as well as non-financial. And the reason I say this is oftentimes we'll focus on the financial goals. I want to make 6 figures. I want to do this, right? But we don't look at the other goals that are not related to financials. So maybe your goal is that, you know what? I would love to have my business sustainable and running for over 5 years. Right? Or I would love my business to be able to partner with 5 different vendors this year, right? Set some goals that are not related to financial stuff. Or I would love to be able to replace my full-time income with my business income. Set different goals. And the thing I want you to do is, I don't want you to just set those goals, right? Because setting the goals is great. You actually need to say little things like when you need to achieve those goals by, or when you would like to achieve those goals by, and how. How do you plan to achieve them? Saying you want to make 6 figures, it's wonderful. How do you plan to get there? By what date, right? So are you going to market more? Do you need to book? So are you saying, okay, you know what? Right now I book about an average of 1 client every month. To get to 6 figures, I need to book 4 clients every month. So how am I getting the additional 3 clients every month? Well, maybe I need to increase my marketing efforts. So maybe it's that I need to run ads. Maybe it's that I need to contact Jody Ann and see what strategies she suggests. Maybe it's that I need to be posting more on social media, ramp up my Instagram game. How do you plan to get there? When would you like to get there by? Because the thing about having those things in place is, then when you get to the end of the year or the end of whatever timeline you set, then you can look back and see if you've achieved them. You can see if you've done enough to actually achieve them, and how you can change that going forward. To help you with this, I've actually linked two really good downloads for you. They're both free. So there's a business startup checklist that details everything you know to have an event planning business up and running successfully and quickly. The second resource is a resource toolkit for event planners, where I link a bunch of tools and resources that you can use to ensure success in your business, because it helps you to streamline your business process and to work more efficiently to get your business running smoothly. Now, as I said, my name is Jody Ann Rowe, and I work with event planners, wedding planners, and a lot of different small business owners to get more leads into their business. So if you're struggling to find clients, stop hesitating.